Hello parents, guardians and carers, and welcome to a new year at Riverside State High School. For some of you, this is your child's first year in high school. For others, this is their last year. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mrs. Rebecca Gibney. I teach English at Riverside and will be teaching your child this year. I wanted to touch base with you all to explain a teaching strategy I use in my classrooms that many of you may have never experienced before. I use ICTs in my lessons. That is, I use different technologies to present information and for students to participate in lessons. I have three main reasons for why I use ICTs, but before we get into those, here are some explanations for what ICTs mean to education.
About understanding that this is not about technology, it's not about computers, it's not about just having new ways, new systems, new methods, but it is about learning and understanding what learning is about and recognizing that in the 21st century, learning without technology is just not learning.
For me, it's all about creating opportunities for children that wouldn't exist otherwise. While some people are excited about using the computers to help kids learn things that we've always wanted them to learn, maybe with greater efficiency or efficacy or comprehension or stickiness, what excites me is that there are now genuine opportunities for kids to be actively engaged in constructing knowledge in ways and in domains that would be completely off limits to them without the presence of computers.
So what are ICTs? Well, ICTs stand for Information Communication Technology, or to put it another way,
teachers are finding that using different classroom technologies like tablet computers, digital video, iPods, and video games are great tools for helping students learn. While there are some naysayers who bring up some negative effects of technology on education, mainly budgetary reasons, using new technologies is the future of the education system.
Though the videos shown are using ICT in a primary classroom, ICTs are just as effective, if not more so, in high school as students are able to use more complex applications. So, my reasons for using ICTs in the classroom? Well, firstly, student engagement, which Bob describes here.
The first reason to use technology in the classroom is because students love it. Students love using new technologies. Whether it's the cool factor or just a genuine interest in new technology, it allows the teacher to vary the activities of the day and engage students. There's no commandment for education that says, "Thou shalt not have fun." Students spend hours using technology like computers and television when they get home from school. Why not engage them through their favorite mediums?
Think about it. When your child comes home, do they run to the kitchen table to do their homework, or have they barely acknowledged your existence as they walk through the door looking at their phone? This generation uses technologies like we used to use letters and typewriters. They use them to communicate and create, and know how to use them well. Which reminds me of this funny picture that went around the internet for a while. The second reason I use ICTs is for inclusion, not just for diverse abilities, but also for diverse economic students.
First comes from reaching different learning styles through the use of technology. The use of electronic drilling in education can help students learn quickly and provide incentives like games for them to keep progressing. Number 6. Help students with low attention spans. Students with ADD or ADHD can be aided through the use of technology by mixing up the learning process with different methods and through providing them engaging activities to keep their interest. Technology is a favorite among teachers who teach in ESL classrooms or in special education settings.
As described, every child is different. Students that used to be placed in special education classes are now in mainstream classes, and as a teacher, I aim to teach everyone in my classroom. ICTs allow me to manipulate how information is presented to each student, making lessons individualized to your child's learning style. It also levels the playing field for every student. Some kids have the resources to own a computer, a laptop, an iPad, or a smartphone. Not all students may have access to these resources. By providing these technologies in school, all students have the opportunity to experience and learn. Finally, my third reason for using ICTs in the classroom is to prepare your children for the global market as explained.
Number 3, professional development. Using new technologies allows students to learn another skill set which will help them in the marketplace. How many jobs need basic computing skills, let alone advanced computing skills? Anytime a teacher can encourage a student to learn through technology, they kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The tech industry is only getting bigger. Encourage your students to know and understand technology so that they can be the tech leaders of the future.
So with the growth of technology in the global market, different skills are now in demand. Where once typing skills were highly sought after, now computer skills are what employees are looking for. Several studies argue that the use of new technologies in the classroom is essential for providing opportunities for students to learn to operate in an information age. Organisations that do not incorporate the use of new technologies in schools cannot seriously claim to prepare their students for life in the 21st century. Hopefully I have given you enough insight into how your children will learn in my classes. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to contact me. I look forward to exploring the school year with you and your children. Thank you.